pay a little more.
So then it's not that great of a deal to watch.
Okay. How do you screen share? Do I have to let you screen share or what?
No, I got it. Let me know if you can read this.
Okay. Well, I gotta click on that. Hold on. Yep.
Okay, so this was the press kit. Oh, my echo's gone, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what you did, but my echo's not there anymore.
It must have been my screen that I'm sharing for some reason. Because now I'm not sharing that screen. I'm screening the new screen.
Oh, you want to know why? Because it's sharing desktop audio. So like, you must be monitoring your desktop, right? So that you can hear that. You probably have it. I don't know. I think that's what it is. So that's interesting. But yeah, so check us out. So when we were at CES, when I was talking to the Stern guys, they're like, "Hey, we'll send you a press kit." And so the press kit had all the information about if I was like a pinball retailer, what my MSRP should be. It's like a suggested price for the retailer. So it had at the bottom, if you scroll over the bottom, the pro model's the bottom of the barrel one. And so if that guy's getting it for almost $5,000, that's not. I mean, it's not.
Yep.
It's not a crazy off the chart deal. You know what I mean?
No, unless he was getting the limited or the premium, it would have been better. But it was the pro model.
So, I mean, let's say this says MSRP. So you may be able to, if someone's selling this at like a shop, you might be able to bargain off that price. So I don't know how much, I don't know. I don't sell pinball machines, but I'm assuming if you're someone that sells them, you probably have some wiggle room where you're still making margin and you can take some discount off of it. So I don't know, man. I don't think that person got like some crazy awesome deal. I kind of feel bad. Yeah. If it was this one, I agree with you. If they got the limited for like almost half price, I mean, that'd be awesome. But
yeah.
All right. So I'm going to get in trouble pretty soon if I stay on for very much longer. So you have to tell me what it is that you want to talk about, because I'm going to get in trouble.
Well, have you seen any good deals on here yet? What have you thought of the pinball so far, of this, this auction?
I thought they were going to be these crazy awesome deals, and I'm thinking the pinballs are all like pretty high prices.
Yeah. I haven't seen anything good yet. You see the Metallica one? It went for, I don't know, like 6,000 or something.
I know. I mean, maybe those are worth more than I thought. I don't know.
Well, that was a limited edition, but Star Trek went for like 3,400, I think. So what does Star Wars go for? What everybody's going, what is Star Wars going to go for if that was Star Trek went for 3,400? So,
do you still have it up? What are they at right now? What are they auctioning off right now?
They're at 2,400 on NASCAR. Let me see.
So I was streaming it to my Facebook group, and more people were having fun just making fun of the auction guy than they were watching the auction themselves. They were just busting balls on the auction guy.
Oh, that's funny. Let me
tell you, I think my deal's one of the best deals, and that wasn't even really intentional. I mean, that's a pretty good deal, I think, unless I'm off on that. I think the House of the Dead was a pretty good deal.
I think you got one of the best deals. And if people who haven't been watching or watched earlier, Ralph bought a House of the Dead. It's
an original House of the Dead, the House of the Dead 1 original, the big one, right? With like, it almost has the guns are mounted like further away from it.
Yeah. Kind of like the cabinet to screen big. It has a big monitor. But yeah, that was the best deal almost so far that I've seen. I'm telling you.
You know, I didn't validate you. So this is what I'm gonna do while we're on the phone. Or while we're on here, I'm gonna go and look. There's a website. Did I send you that website where you can go and look at the prices of these things to see if you have a good deal?
Of pinballs or of anything?
It's really anything.
I think you talked about it maybe on one of your shows.
Let me see if I can bring it up really quick. Joe Sabo sent it to me. I didn't even know what it was. And he's like, hey, have you ever checked out this site? So if you want to bring it up, it's actually, if you want to share a desktop of it, it's www.arcade-classics.com.
Let me see. Somebody's asking in the chat, tell them your bid, how much you bid for. They're asking what you bid for the House of the Dead.
Oh, $550.
Arcadeclassics.com.
It's arcade-classics.com.
Okay. Hold on, let me.
And it's not a pretty website. It looks like something you would have, done in I don't know, like the first time you learn how to code a website. It's not good. But the guy, I guess, he's bought and sold like thousands of arcades, and so he started keeping records of prices to help other people out, to give them a gauge of what the price should be. So when you get it up, we'll see if House of the Dead is on there and see what it says. I don't think he does pinball, so it's mostly all arcade stuff.
Now, do I have to kill the one screen and share the other one? Is that the only way? Okay. Yeah. So remove and then whoops. I don't want to do that. Did you tell the guy you pay?
Yeah, 550. Yeah. Yes. I mean, then there's that fee I'm gonna have to pay on top of it. I just saw that the invoice just came through, so I'm gonna have to pay that, and I'm probably just gonna go pick it up with a U-Haul or something. It's a big. I hope. Do they help you load it into the actual like thing you come to pick it up in? All right. So
can you see that?
Down. Yeah. So scroll down. And then you should start to see like just like text line items if you keep scrolling, like past all this stuff. Wait,
whoops. God, sorry.
Or maybe you have to hit that thing that says price guide.
Where was that? At the top?
It's at the top. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that, because usually I usually go into it this way.
Well, this was the only.
See over to the right. It says price guide. It's like
icon.
Here. I think if you hit that, so hit that, and then if you could just do like Control F and then search for house. And then just go one more. All right, so House of the Dead, dedicated upright.
Okay, wait. House of the Dead, dedicated.
You're like a couple from it. Like if you go down a little bit, down from Hot Rod.
Oh, there it is. Wait, House of Dead, dedicated upright.
Yeah, so it says 1,000 to 1,500.
That's a great deal then.
So that's a pretty good price then. Yeah. And that's in a working condition. The only thing they did say was wrong with it, I guess one of the guns doesn't work, but I have a couple extra guns, so I'm good on that.
Yeah. So you can plug in anything here.
Yeah, they have for most arcade. The people on the stream might be hard to look at. You might have to like make it a little bit, zoom it a little bit.
Yeah. What? Well, they can hear us what we're saying, but what? Will they have pinball on here?
I don't know if he does pinball.
Let's see.
I don't think so. Oh, he did.
No, those are dedicated upright. That's a cabinet. That doesn't say any pinball on here. I wanted to see what that guy got upright with. Here's Star Wars, but no pinball. I don't see anything.
Look at the cockpit Star Wars, how much that is.
Cockpit 4,500 to 5,500. Jeez. The trilogy, that's not bad for the trilogy.
Yeah, the trilogies don't go for that much. What I learned about the trilogy is if you have, so this happens a lot. The arcade owners will take the force feedback out of the flight stick. So that's one thing. So if that's gone, and then a lot of them pull the subwoofer out of it, so they start to lose value because they're taking parts of it that were authentic and taking them out.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's easy to, that force feedback stuff must have broke a lot. And because they always pulled it out.
The force feedback is important though. You need that.
I know.
It's like, I mean, for console, when you have the shake and that's not that important, but for arcade, it's very important. So
are we going?
You're in trouble.
All right, I'm gonna go.
What is she saying? You got to go to. Well, you can't go to dinner now. You got to eat dinner at home. So
we were gonna go to the grocery store, and we're just gonna get some steaks and grill or something, just because I don't know, to do something different, I guess.
Yeah, it was raining over here in Vegas. Did it rain there?
No, it's hot here today. It's like in the 90s, or not 90s, but like high 80s. So, all right, man. Well, have fun getting back to the. Are you bidding on any? Have you bid on any?
I'm waiting for a couple at the end, the closer ones to the end. I'm going to try and bid, but we'll see. I mean, these prices, I don't want to do anything over 2,000. So obviously now my budget has gone between 1,000 and 2,000. So
you're changing your budget.
After seeing this, but yeah, so we'll see. But all right, man, go to the fiance, and we'll see. What's tomorrow? Your stream. What do you just plug it real quick so I know what you're doing tomorrow.
We're gonna do a whole stream on clone consoles and minis. So like some of the clone consoles that might you could put in real cartridges and they'll like dump the ROM, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they're still emulating. They dump the ROM from the cartridge. I still don't kind of understand it, Ralph. I'm gonna be like, what's the point? So because you have the ROM or you have the cartridge, so you're not playing the actual cartridge, and it's not even FPGA. I don't believe most of them.
No, it's not. It literally is just emulation software, and then it's just running the ROM. Like you're bringing your ROM via the cart, right? So yeah. I mean, but we're gonna talk about that, and then like we're gonna take them apart because there's like this. I don't know why it's called this, but there's this thing called NES on a chip, which is really not it's not NES on a chip. It was like this chip that was developed where people started using them for all these different clone consoles, but the emulation for certain things was really bad. Like people would use this NES on a chip for like a Sega emulator. Act Games used to use them, and their generation after generation, the audio was always terrible. But it all originated back to the fact that this chip was just shitty at Genesis emulation of the audio pieces of it.
Right.
And it's only till recently that Act Games started using decent stuff for emulation. They just started saying, look, we'll use like the Pico emulator and some of these other ones because they're really good at emulating. You know, they're running Linux with the Pico emulator on it.
Right.
So it works way better now. But anyways, we're going to talk all about that. We're going to take them apart so you can see what the system on a chip. It's weird. I didn't know what those looked like for a while, but you can distinguish them because it looks like a big glob of like, it looks like a big black glob, and they put it over the chip. And they're all like that. You can crack open like 10 crappy emulation consoles, and they all look exactly the same inside using that same chip. It's pretty interesting. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. Justin knows way more about it than I do. So
cool. All right. We'll see you tomorrow online. I'll be watching.
All right. See you guys. Thanks, man.
Later.
Appreciate it.
All right. So let's get back here. I got to add this screen. I'm missing some of my, I'm missing some of the pinballs here. We'll see what happens, see what I missed here. And we're going to share audio. We're going to do screen 2 and bingo. Okay. All right. We're back. So if you missed Ralph bought that one. It's 15% buyer's premium actually. And, but then you got to pay sales tax too, I believe. So it's more like you're adding, 23% on top of it, which is pretty crazy. But let's see what we're at here on this thing. I got to get my thing back up here. All right. 1,300 for Jungle Queen Classic. I don't know about
1,400.
that. I'll let this guy
Let's
talk.
go, CC. 1,100. 1,400 to go one time. 1,100. 14 to go. Anybody else all done all through? 1,300 going once.
See, you can get a real pinball for 1,300. It's just going to be a junker.
Done all through. 1,400. 1,400. How about 13 and a half? 1,350. 1,350 to go one time. 1,350. 1,350 to go one time. What do you say? What do you want to do? Anybody else all done all? 1,350, 13 and a half, look at 14, 13 and a half, look at 14, 1,400 to go one time, 13 and a half, look at 14.
Somebody got 1,350 in there, so you can do 50 bucks.
14 and a half, 1,450 to go one time.
And then guy goes to 1,400.
14, look at 14 and a half, 1,450, 1,450 to go one time, 1,450, 1,450, 1,450.
Oh, here's the
Anybody else
Playboy.
all done all through? 1,400.
The Playboy's next.
1,400 going twice. Third and final call one more time. Third and final call, 1,450, 1,450. Sold it your way, $1,400. 5494, 5494. Great job. Good job. Good job all the way around.
Well, they like
all
that
right,
bid.
next up, lot number 222. 222 right here is the Playboy 35th
I'm interested to see what this
Daddy's
one goes for.
pinball machine right here. It's all there. It's got the
hopefully you didn't miss
digital
Star Wars. I don't think we
display
missed Star Wars. I think Star Wars is like
looking good.
number
This is a player's game right
something.
here. Player quality 222.
I got it. Sorry. Bring it out. I'll let
you.
you know it's a good deal. Okay.
Give me $1,000 over me. 1,000 or 1,100.
Was that a good deal on that?
1,100. 1,100 going on. 11 here. Look at 12. 12 to go one time. 12 to 13. 12 to 13. 1,300 going time. 12 to 13.
1,400 for Jungle Queen? I don't know. I mean, it all depends on working condition too.
12 to 13, 13, 1,300. 1,300 go one time. 12 to 13.
God, this Playboy.
1,300 go one time. 12 to 1,300. 1,300 go one time. 12, 13. 13 to go 14. 13 to go 14. 1,400 go one time.
God, what do you think about this play? I would bid on this actually if my wife wouldn't say, hey, get that machine out of here.
14. 13 to go 14. 1,400 go one time. 30, 1,400. 14 look at 15. 14 look at 15. 1,500 go one time. 40, 1,500. 14 look at 15. 1,500
it's topped out.
1,500.
Okay.
1,500 go one time. 40, 1,500.
This is, are you saying
1,500 go one time. 40, 1,500.
I don't know which, 1,500. This is Playboy 35th anniversary.
Anybody else all done all through? 1,400 going once.
But
1,400 going twice. Third and final call done all through. 1,400. 1,516.
What's 2,900? Are you saying this Playboy's worth 2,900?
1,500. 1,516. 1,600 go one time. 1,500. 1,600. 1,516. 1,600 go one time. 1,500. 1,600. 1,600 go one time. 1,500.
God, 1,600 is a good price on this.
1,600. 16 here, 17. 16 here, 17. 1,700 go one time. 16 here, 1,700. 16 here, 17. 1,700 go one time. 16 here, 1,700. 1700, 1700 to go one time, 16 years,
Tag
1700,
team. Let's see what's coming up.
17 to go one time. Anybody else all done all through? 16
See,
years,
Star Wars is after
1700,
Andromeda at 233.
1700.
1700.
How about 16 and a half, 17, 18, 17, 18, 1800 go one time, 17, 1800, 17, 18, 18,
It went up to
1800 go one time,
1700
1800
on Playboy. I still think that's a good price.
17, 1800, 1800. Anybody else all done all through? 1700, 1800. 18 to go on the Playboy right here, 17 to 1800. About 17 and a half, 1750, 1750 to go one time.
So somebody's getting a good deal here. Do you think this Playboy's
look at 18, 18, 1800.
2900?
17, look at 1800, 1800. Anybody else all done all through? 1800, 1850. 18,
there's 1800.
18, look at 18 and a half, 1850. 1850 to go one time, 18, 1850, 1850, 1850. 1850, look at 19. 1850, look at 19. 1900 to go one time. 1850, look at 1900. 1850, look at 19. 1900 to go one time. 1850, look at 1900. 1900. 1900. Anybody else all done all through? 1850 going once. 1850 going twice. Third and final call.
Gotta wear your mask.
1900. 1900.
You're a 95 mask. All right, so Jungle Queen, Playboy,
1950.
Blackout Pinball.
1900. 19 and a half. 1950.
I don't see me bidding on anything. I was going to bid on this Andromeda. I'm waiting. I want to see what the Star Wars is about. Mars of God Pinball Machine.
2000. 1952.
That's a good one.
1950. 2000. 1952. 2000.
Let's see if we can get Wolfenose back on in a little bit.
$2,000 bid. 2000 to go one time. 1950. 2000.
Said player's condition.
2000. Anybody else all done all through? 1950 going once. 1950 going twice. Third and final call.
Explain Supple Wrist. Explain players.
2000.
Players condition. What does that mean?
Sold it your way, $1,950.
Not a bad price for
5368.
Playboy.
5368. Great job on that one.
Here goes a blackout. All right, you guys watch for 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm just going to leave the audio on. I got to take a leak. I'll be back. Let's see if I can get Wolf and Oz back on.
We're checking.
See if he's around. I'll be right back. Chat amongst yourselves.
Lot number 223. All right, 223 came in. This was one of those. This was brought in, just the history that I know on this blackout pinball project. It came in. It was on a storage unit find. Is it CC? You can do the open and close the door and turn it on and off. This came in. It was a storage unit find by the consignor. Now, I think you have to open and close it at the same time and all that. Don't give away the secrets, Grant. Did you get it? Yeah, there you go. It's not a secret. It's shared knowledge. So the blackout pinball came in with no legs. It was just the box, the body. We donated the legs because I don't like selling pinball machines without legs. So we put legs on it, and it actually plays. CC even put flipper rubbers on the flipper bats because it didn't have any flipper rubbers. So we put those on there as well. So it needs it needs to be gone through, but it is playing, and the displays are there, and you see it's playing. It's got a nice back glass. The play feels good. I think under all that dirt, you're going to end up with a nice pinball machine. So that's kind of the history on it right there. And it was brought in by a notable name. So we'll leave that anonymous, but it came in from a storage unit find. So we'll see where it goes and see how it goes. On a blackout pinball machine, Williams game right here. I'm up to 800, 900. 8 here for $900 one time, 8 to 900, 900, 1,000. 900, 1,000, $1,000 bid. $1,000 one time, 900, 1,000. 900, 1,000, $1,000 bid, $1,000 one time. What do you say what I'm do? 900, 1,000, 900, 1,000, $1,000 bid, $1,000 one time on the blackout pin right here. 900, 1,000. 1,000 here, 1,100. 1,000 looking 1,100 one time.
All right, I'm back. I'm back.
1,100 one time. 1,100 on the blackout by Williams right here. I think it's a 78,
1,100. They're at for blackout.
1,200. 11 here, look at 12. 11 here, look at 12.
Is that any good?
12 looks going 12 to 13. 12 to 13.
Come on, player's condition means it's not collector quality, but
1,300 going time, 12 to 13.
Where on the field?
1,300 going time, 12 to 13. 12 to 13, 1,300 going time.
It's not collector quality, but could be where on the play field or cabinet issues.
12 to 1,300.
You gotta be careful with where on the play field. I mean, those are the harder things to.
12 here going twice. Third and final call.
fix, I
12 to
believe,
1300, 1300, 13 to go. How about 12 and a half? 12 and a half to go one time. 12 to 12 and a half. 12 and a half.
Is this a good deal here for this
12
blackout
here,
pinball?
1300. 12 and a half here, look at 13. 12 and a half here, look at 13. 13
I feel like the prices are going down on this
13 and a half,
blackout.
13 and a half. 13
I don't know anything about blackout, though.
1350 to go one time. 13 and a half. 13 and a half. Anybody else all done all through? 13, 1350. 1350. 1350. 1350 or 1400.
1350. Is that a good deal?
1350, look at 14.
Going
1350,
once,
14,
going
1400
twice.
go one time on the blackout right here. 13.5, look at 1400. 1400, 1400. Come on, hang in there. 13.5, look at 1400. 14
Hang
to
in
go.
there, hang in
Anybody
there,
else
he
all done
says.
all
Hang in
through?
there.
1350 going once. 1350 going twice.
It's not the one I'm waiting
Last call,
for.
all done all through. 1400.
Hopefully they
Sold it your way. $1,350.
get to some better ones pretty quickly here. I'll show what the list is in a second. Coming up.
5224.
I just want to do something really quick here.
5224.
Gotta bring up.
Well, that was a close call, boy. I'm telling you. 13 and a half.
13 and a half, he says. That's what they. Okay, let's see what's next. Come on.
Blackout's a cool pin.
He said it's
All
a
right,
cool
next up,
pin.
same era right here. We got another Williams. This is a Williams Tri-Zone.
Tri-Zone.
1979 Williams
I
Tri-Zone.
don't know anything about these, whether the Tri-Zone is
Four-player
good
game
or
right
not.
here. I like this one. It's got these. Got a lit play field. Obviously, it has some LED lighting in it. Is that LED
Oh,
lighting?
show some. Okay, yeah, I'll show some playfield images. Sorry,
They're
that's
flashing
about right if you
pretty
don't count
fast,
buyer's
not to be
premium.
LEDs.
Okay, so that's not that great of
Oh,
a deal
okay.
on that one.
So the thumper bumpers
got
have
black devil.
LED lighting in them. Playfield looks good though. It's a nice looking Tri-Zone right here. It's got long legs on it, so it's a little bit higher.
All right,
than
so
normal, but you can put
again, I can't. I wish I could
Williams
blow
legs
up
on
the screen more. I
But
guess
it's
I
got
could do
some
this for a
unique
little bit.
gold flipper bats.
So
I don't know if
we
they're
can do
gold
that
related
for
like
now,
but,
and then
they're
if you want to
platinum
see
gold
like this Tri-Zone,
on the flipper bats, and it looks
Right,
like it's got a
we
couple of
can
hanky
do
digits.
that.
Player 1 and
There's
player
the play
3.
field.
So with some hanky digits,
I mean,
still a working.
you know, I mean,
pinball.
this is
Tri-Zone
old school.
right
This
here.
Tri-Zone,
I actually have a
79. It's,
Tri-Zone.
you know,
Great
look at the
pin.
bumpers and the.
I like it from that era right there. Basically
yeah,
simplistic,
so,
but still a cool
I
game
don't
to
know.
play.
I don't
what
want
guys
something
doing
that's
the
this
Tri-Zone
old.
right here. What do you say? What do I do? What's
We're
it
gonna
gonna
went
be?
to 500 really
600,
quickly.
500, 600 go, 700, 600, 7, 600, 7, 7, look at 800, 7 here, look at 800 bucks going time, 7, 800, 900, 800, 900 bucks going time, 800, 900, 800,
I don't want a Tri-Zone. Who wants Tri-Zone? I don't know. I
$900
feel
going
like
time. 800, 900, 800, 900 here to 1,000, 9 here to 1,000,
yeah, right. Ralph's got to drive 8 hours to pick up what he bought. I mean,
$1,000 one time, 9 here to 1,000.
I don't know what he's going to do about that.
$1,000, 1,100, 1,100 going time.
He's like, oh, can you go pick this up for me if you buy something? I'm like, it ain't going to fit in my car. What he bought, he needs a freaking U-Haul, like he said.
On the Tri-Zone right here, 1,000 here, 1,100, 700, 700. Anybody else all done all through?
Tri-Zone has banana flippers.
$1,000 here going twice.
Should be sub 1K. This is good to have Sublist on here, man. Then you
anybody
know if
else all 1050
here,
here, 1100, 10 and a half here, look at 11, 1100 going time, 10 and a half here, 11, 10
then they got to play the buyer's
11 here,
premium
11 and a
again.
half, 11 here, look at 11 and a half, 1150 to go one time, 11 here, 11 and a half, 11 here, look at 11 and a half, 11 and a half, 1150, 1150 to go one time, 11 here, 11 and a half.
Are you on? Did Black Devil, Vulturus, I see. Say something in the chat if you're on. I told you to come join and see.
Third and final call done all through, 11 here, 11 and a half.
Let's look at the list while this guy's doing Tri-Zone. They're going a little faster.
$1,100.
Oh, what the hell is this? A cocktail pinball project? I don't want anything like that. Let's look at the list while he goes through that.
All right, next up, we got line number 225. 225, this is a Foxy Lady.
I'm going to mute him for a second. All right, so looking back, Playboy went for 1950, blackout, 1300 Tri-Zone. That Sublist at you know, sub 1K, so I don't like that deal. Foxy Lady Cocktail, don't care about that. Tag Team by Premier. Let's take a look at that one, just out of curiosity now. Sublist Tag Team. Is this thing any good? $1985. There's the play field there. Looks pretty. Not that great, though. Not that great. Vulturist. That's yeah.
200 bucks going time. 200 here, 300. 2 look at 3. 200 bucks going time. 2 here, 300.
Yeah, I
2
don't
look at 3.
disagree with you on that one
300 bucks going time. 2
necessarily.
here, 300. 2 look at 3. 300 bid. 300 bucks going time. 2 here, 300.
200 though.
300 bid. 300 bucks going time on the game plan cocktail table right here. 2 here, look at 300.
God,
2 look at 3.
I
300
remember
bid.
these
300
things
bucks
too,
going
which
time.
is sad.
I'll take 2.5. 2.5 here, look at 300.
Come on, should I bid 2.5 on these?
3 here, look at 3.5.
This thing worth it?
350. 3 to go
Double
one time.
risk. Where are you, man? You got to be quick on the draw here.
3.5, 350. 3 to go one time.
What's this
3.5.
cocktail worth?
3.5.
300 is way too much.
Anybody else all done all through? 300, 3.5.
You're gonna get it for 300?
350 here, 400, 400 bucks go one time. 400 here, 4.5. 4 here, like a 4.5.
No good if I remember correctly. Which one are you talking about? Tag team, Sean, or are you talking about this cocktail?
450 go one time, 4
I think we all know the cocktail is no good.
Anybody else all done all through? 4.5.
4.5.
450 here, 500.
Tri-zone is a cool game. I like some of those cheap ones.
500. 4.5 here, look at 5. $5 bid, $5 going time, 4.5 here, look at 500. 4.5 here, look at 5. $5 bid, $5 going time, 4.5 here, 500.
Never played it. Premier Gottlieb.
500. Anybody else all done all through?
Premier
4.5
Gottlieb
here, look at 500. 500.
So what are you saying? That Premier isn't
sold it your way, $450.
It's no Gottlieb, but it is Gottlieb. And, there's no brand recognition in Gottlieb, or it's like a lower version of Gottlieb. It's a lesser quality version.
All right, they're turning the corner. We're going into the stretch on the pinball machines.
Get a real one if you're going to get them. I agree with you. So
14 more.
You think tag team was no good? Well,
full line. Some great titles in here too.
This guy, great titles. Everything's great, man. Of course, this guy. You're selling. Of course, everything's right great. Here. What do you think?
This is a Gottlieb tag team pinball machine right here. On the
Gottlieb tag team.
Little mini displays.
Let me see if I got.
CC, you better head over with them boys.
Let's see. No, Wolfenhaus. I can't
Lot
get hold
number
of
226. That's the Gottlieb. It's got the 2 buttons on the side.
It's got the 2 buttons on the side. I hope it has 2 buttons on the side. It's a pinball. What is he talking about?
That's right. An anaconda. I am the anaconda. 226. All right, on the tag team free beer.
What's this thing worth?
Right here. What do you guys say? What on do? We're up to 700, 800, 7 here. Look at 800 bucks. 7 here, 800, 800, 900, 8. Look at 9. 800, 900, 900 bucks going time.
Premier's Gottlieb. Well, then Gottlieb's good brand. You don't like Gottlieb's double risk or what?
900, $1,000 bid. Out of 1,000 on the floor. 1,000 here, 1,100. 1,000 on the floor, looking 11. 1,000 here, 11. 1,100 to go one time, 1,100. 1,000 looking 11. 1,100 to go one time, 1,100. 1,000 looking 11.
Is this guy annoying? Is this guy's voice chat annoying when he's 11 here, 1,200. I like when I leave him on. Should I just leave him on?
You didn't think you'd get that there at 1,000. 11 here, look at 1,200. 11 online, look at 1,200. Floor, you're out. 11 here, look at 12. 12 bucks go one time. 11 here, look at 1,200. 12 at a 13. 12 at a 13. 1300 to go on time. 12 at 1300 for 12 at a 13. 1300 to go on time. 12 at a 13. 1300 to go on time.
Back again.
1300 to go on time. 12 at a 13. 12 at a 13. 13 to 14. 13 to 14. 14 to go on time. 13 1400. 13 to 14. 14 to go on time.
I don't know. I don't want
13 like a 1400. 13 like a 14.
Sit on here and not bid on anything. Watch.
14 like a 15. 14 like a 15. 1500 go on time. 14 1500. 1500 to go one time. 14 1500.
Pioneer class.
1500 go one time. 14 1500. 14 15 1500 go one time. Anybody else all done all through? 14
Stingray Firepower. This is the one I'm bidding on. Andromeda.
Third and final call.
You guys are laughing at that one. I'm bidding on that one.
16.
And then we're gonna. And I want this Royal Flush. I might come back online, but I'm gonna. After the Star Wars, I'm stopping the stream. And then I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check back on.
What's that?
I'm gonna check back on.
Yeah, you got 15. 15 online.
Royal Flush,
15 here, 1600. 15 here, 16. 1600
so,
go one time. 15 here,
supple
1600. 15 here, 16.
What am I looking at for Royal Flush? Because this is something I'm thinking about. This is an old time classic. I'm thinking about Royal Flush. What do you think? Give me your bid for Royal Flush and put Royal Flush in the description. So by the time it comes through, I know. Solid stays over here. So put Royal Flush what you think it's going for, just out of curiosity, because I'm going to come back later after that. Got to have 4 tables to make it 6. Oh, I don't know. Pitzer, nobody cares about what you're doing. And let's go back to the live and see where we're at here.
$1,550.
So 1550 is what that one was. Here's a Pioneer Classic.
5090. 5090. Nice.
Let's see what this guy is.
All right, next up we got a Gottlieb 2-player. This is the Gottlieb Pioneer. Lot number 227.
I don't want. I wonder if that Andromeda, how many players that Andromeda is, or that thing.
Will you let them know? You need to let them know we're moving on.
Move on, guy. They were on the downhill slide. Gottlieb made great EM.
On the Gottlieb Pioneer right here. 2-player Pioneer. What do you guys are doing this one right here?
Okay.
Look at me, $5 open bid. $5 go one time. I got 500, 600, 600 to go one time, 5 out of 600.
Here we go.
Playfield's really nice. Back glass has some fade where the light bulbs are. 600 here, 700, 600 700 go one time, 600,
okay, this is not one I want.
700 go one time, 600 700, 600 700 go one time, 600 700 is a good
price. Obviously, right, nobody's bidding on this one.
I have you at 600 online. I need 700 to play.
He needs 700, he says.
From the floor or the internet, 700. 700 go one time.
It looks like it plays all right. It looks like everything's lit up on the play field.
On the Pioneer
but
right
it's hard to tell any damage on the play field. But looking at these pictures, I mean, you can't tell.
700.
Okay, 1200 tops for Royal Flush. Okay, good. That's more in my ballpark. What do you, I mean,
how about 650? 650 to go one time.
Later bit, Sean.
650 here, 700. 6.5 here, number 7. 700 to go one time.
1200 for the Royal Flush.
6.5 here, number 7. 700 to go one time. 6.5 here, 700. 700. 700. Anybody else all done all their
even Royal Flush card Whiz is more. They don't have the Whiz on here though.
700.
I'm sure it'll be more desirable, but that one's not on here.
750. 750 go one time. 7 or 7.5. 7 here, look at 7.5. 7.5. 750. 750.
227. Star Wars
else
is
all done
coming
all through. 7 or 7.5. 7.5.
Not that I'm bidding on Star Wars, but
sold
Big
away
Brave
$700
right here. So this is the one I'm eyeballing. I'm eyeballing Andromeda. I'm gonna see, but what is it? 2-player? Oh, that's 4-player. Okay, that's a nice looking pinball, man. If that's in good condition, this is the one I'm going for, man. Nobody knows what Andromeda is. Nobody knows Andromeda strain. I doubt they'll even know that. 1985. What am I looking at on Andromeda, supple wrist?
600 700 go one time on the Big Brave right here. 600 700 600 7.
Big Brave.
700 go one time. 600 700 600 7. 700 go one time on the Big Brave right here. 600 700 600 7. Great players game right here. 600 700 600 7. 700 800.
What do you
700
think?
look at $800 one time. 700 800 $800 one time. Look at that. Even the very target.
Supple, what do you think of that Andromeda?
700 look at $800 one time. 700 800 800 800. What's that? That playfield is super, super nice.
Oh, wow.
7 look at 800. 7 look at $800 going time. 7 800. $800 going one time. 7 800. 7 look at $800 going time. 7 800. 800. Anybody else all done all through? 7 here. How about 7.5? 7.5. Cut it in half right here. 7 here. 7.5.
Nice.
750 here. 800. 7.5 here. Look at $800 going time. 7.5 here. Look at 800. 800 here, 8.5.
Looks like it's in good condition. I mean, obviously it's not the greatest playfield, but you know,
800 here, look at 8.5, 8.5, 50.
Gameplay or design, but
800, 8.5.
getting a real pinball here.
Anybody else all done all through? 800 and 8.5, 8.5. All done all through.
And it looks kind of lame.
800 here going once. 800 here going twice.
You get what you pay for.
All done all through. 800,
all I can say. You get what you pay for.
Sold at your way, $800.
All the way.
5091. 5091. Excuse me while I swig just a little more coffee.
All right, get to the next one, buddy boy.
All right, next up, Bally Future Spa right here. This is a Bally wide body, 1979. Plays great.
Oh, Andromeda will go big. Right, I didn't think anybody knew about that.
Very brutal game.
3K for Andromeda. Is that popular?
Brutal. I should just call it an unfair game. It just sometimes it's just unfair to you. Instead of calling, well, it's brutal.
I can't believe he's saying that.
On a future spot right here. What a great game, though. Love the artwork too. All right, here we go.
Future Spa
wide body. Wide body right here. Here we go. Keep her cranking. What do you guys say we're going to do? Let's find this level right here. I got 9.5 here to 1,000. $1,000 bid, 1,000. 1,000 here, 1,100. 1,011.
That's interesting on that one.
1,100. 1,100.
God, I can't believe I'm still lost over Andromeda. It looks like I'm going back to Royal Flush then.
1,100. I 1,100, 1,200. 11 here, look at 12. 12 looks going time. 1,100, 1,200. 11 here, look at 12. 12 bid. 12 looks going time. 11 here, look at 1,200. 11 here, look at 12. 12 looks going time. 11 here, look at 1,200. 11 here, look at 12. 12 to 13, 12 to 13,
it's coming close. 12 to 13, almost there.
12 to 13,
this future bodies.
12 to 1300.
What about Xenon?
13 undergoing time, 12 to 13.
Let's take a look at this one. Oh, it doesn't tell you much about Xenon. Xenon, is that any good? Supple wrist. What do you think of this one? Playfield looks nice. And that could be fun. That could be a good one. Let's go back to the stream, see where they're at. Wow, this Future Spa wide body got up to 1,600 already.
1,718, 1,718, 1,800 going time.
Bid on which one? You guys got to say. There's such a delay in the chat. You got to say which one to bid on or which one you're talking about.
17 on the floor, 1,800.
By the time
1,718,
the delay comes back, it's too late. I can barely. I don't know which one we're talking about anymore.
1,800 going one time. Anybody else all done all through? 1,700 going once.
1,700 on Future Spa wide body.
Third and final call done all through. How about 17.5? 1,750 one time. 1,770 and a half.
Sell this thing
1,750. Anybody else all done all through? So it's way $1,700.
I still think Ralph got the best deal so far out of everything. I can't believe it.
All right, next up.
Wait, I was wrong on Andromeda. Okay.
Next up, we got lot number 230.
Should be sub 1,500. There we go. I might be picking up Andromeda.
Xenon. Nice.
Might be picking up Andromeda.
Xenon.
Well, Sean says, text me, says Xenon is popular. Xenon is popular.
Lot number 230. Sounds like a soundboard issue on that.
Oh, there's always talking about sound issues. You can hear buzzing.
They're checking the...
These guys are already bidding. They don't even know if there's any issues with it.
We heard it hum, so it sounds like it might be a soundboard. Something on the soundboard here.
Well, what if the board's in good condition already? Xenon is good, 2 to 2,000.
Loose connector on the 5 volts.
Oh, they're opening it up already? I got to show you guys this.
5 volts.
These guys are already working on this one. That's not a good sign. These people are still bidding on it. They don't even care. Well, I got to hope the board's in good condition then. I don't have to work on it if I get it.
Op right now. Like
so what's the top price on Andromeda then?
Created that.
If I'm going to go with Andromeda, what's the top price? What am I don't if you're saying should be sub 1,500, I'll go.
Yeah, they're looking.
What would you say? Because don't forget I got to pay, user fee or whatever the heck, auction fee. So 1,100, I bid, and I get it for, obviously got to add 20%. I'd have to add another 300 for taxes or 250 for taxes, and we're looking at 1,300 out the door. Then I got to ship it or pick it up. These guys are trying to fix this one.
Yeah,
are you kidding me?
I had to throw that in there because they're saying just wiggle it a little bit. Be gentle.
What was so special about Future Spa?
Looking at it.
I don't get it. You want to see some of the other one? Have you seen supple wrist? What some of these people are
leave it on.
Bidding for? I can't believe Ralph was right about that Stern. It was the Pro model, which is not very expensive. Here we go. There's the Star Trek 3400, the Stranger Things Pro model.
Bids on it.
4,900.
So If it's wiggle it just a little bit, then it's going to be a simple.
Nothing really. Harlem Globetrotters went for 2,000.
Saying that it is. It's not.
Maybe I should have grabbed that Bon Voyage for
who brought it
800.
in, chimed in and said it was a. He said it was the 5 volts loose on the power supply board.
Oh, you guys know what's wrong. Just
before, and he came in and
hit on it. Let's go.
Yeah, dirty connector. He wiggled it just a little bit. That's why I gave up the song. It was a little Easter egg there. But it's currently up to $1,600 right here, and it's a clean xenon. I must say that right there. So
1,600. That's where it's going to stop if you can't turn the thing on.
Simple fix here. Doubt if it's a stuck coil. We're talking 5 volts on the power supply, so probably a dirty connector.
No, power supplies aren't cheap.
We're up to 1,600. I'll let that sit, and if anybody else wants to get in on it right here, I got 1,600. 1,600.
Oh, what? How'd the bid go down?
Out? Okay, let them pull out of that. I'm down with that. We can.
That guy backed out because it was the sound. Holy smokes!
Let's go ahead and do that. We're not gonna be able to spend an hour looking at this.
What are they gonna do? Reset the bid?
Well, I know people have been bidding on it and they saw that happening. So
yeah, you got to reset the bid if you find something.
Try it one more time, and if it howls, then just turn it off. But who knows? Maybe you wiggled it just a little bit.
Oh, okay. So price point shows Andromeda
James
at 875. So yeah, but then why would I get one for more than 875? Then I better bid like 600 for it, right? I mean, because then I got to pay the 20%. What's the point of paying more than 875 then?
I'll let you back them out.
So now you got me even more worried that it's not a good deal, even if I
know there's people that are interested in this very much. So
I mean, of course they got to run into problems
here. Are going to be in on it. So is that what it shows when it backs them out and starts over again?
Dude, this guy's got to move on from this.
Will you go over there and just tell her to turn it off, please? Thank you. Just leave it off, okay?
Oh, they reset it to 850.
Let people who are bidding it up. We'll let them bid it up. You guys are all seeing it online right here. All right, so I'm at 900. 900 here.
At least they reset the bid on this once they figured out it had sound
1100, 1050, 11, 1100 going time, 10 and a half here, looking 1100. On a Xenon, it's probably an easy fix right here. This is going to be an easy fix on the Xenon right here. You guys know the pins.
Oh, man, I wish we had.
11 here, looking 11 and a half.
Yeah, you know where the pins are.
11 here, 11 and a half. 11 here, looking 1150. 1150 to go one time, 1150 here, 1200, 1200.
I think I'll still get up to 1500 maybe.
1200, 12 and a half. 12 and here, 12 and a half. 12 and a half here, look at 13. 12 and a half here, look at 13. 13 under going time. 12 and a half here, look at 13. 12 and a half here, 13. 13 under going time. 12 and a half here, look at 1300. 1300, 13 and a half. 13, look at 13 and a half. 1350. 1350 to go one time. 13, 1350. 1350. 1350, look at 14. I'm sorry, 13. 13 here, 13 and a half.
1350.
13 and a half, 1350. 1350.
Seems like a good price. It's an easy fix. I don't know.
1350 to go 14. 14 under going time. 13 and a half, look at 14. 13 and a half, look at 14. 14 under going time. 1350, look at 1400. 14 under going time. 1400. 14 under go one time. 14 and a half. 14 look at 14 and a half. 1450. 1450 to go one time. 14 and a half. 14 and a half. 1450 to go one time. 1450 to
getting back up to that 1600 mark.
1500 go one time. 14 and a half, look at 1500. 14 and a half, 15, 1500 go one time. 14 and a half, look at 1500. 1500. 15 here, look at 15 and a half. 15 look at 15 and a half. 15 and a half, 1550. 15 here, 15 and a half. 15 and a half. 1550. 1550.
That's probably a good deal if you can fix it yourself. I mean, I don't see why not.
1600 go one time. 15 and a half, look at 1600. 1600, 1600 go one time. Anybody else all done all through? 1550 going once, 1550 going twice. 1600,
yeah, somebody
1600,
popped it at 1600 right at the end.
1650, 1650 to go one time, 1650, 1650, 1650 to go one time. Anybody else all done all through?
Market price is doubled in there, really.
16 and a half, look at 17, 1700, 1700 go one time, 16 and a half is 1700.
I mean, why? You just think it's more popular now? Why? I mean, market price have. You should have bought Pinball years ago, is what you're saying?
Anybody else all done all through? 1650 going once.
I mean, we know the
going twice. Third final call done all through. 1650, 1700.
Buzz and the arcades and everybody's building their own game rooms now. So yeah. I mean, they want a pinball to go with their one-ups, you know? But the problem is they want the virtual pinball with the Star Wars. If I could get a virtual Star Wars for 600 or whatever, it'll be priced, which I'm sure it won't be less.
All right, next up, we're back on
it's going to be $5.99
right here.
There's no way it's going less than that for
lot number 231. This is a Stingray pinball machine by Stern, 1977. Earliest solid states that you can get right here.
Let's
see. It's still got the bells and
No, it's too old for me.
It's got the bells and chimes. Solid state with the digital displays, 6 digits. This is a pretty clean Stingray machine. It's got Mylar playfield. It's got some touch-ups on the playfield, little touch-ups. Mylar overdone. It looks pretty nice. Cabinet conditions really nice. On a Stingray by Stern right here, 4-player, looking good, bright and tight. What are you guys gonna do on the Stingray right here?
Bright and tight.
Look at me, $1,000 opening bid. $1,000 go one time. What do you say? What do I do on the Stingray right here? It's a rare condition Stern. On 1,000, 1,000 here, 1,100, 1,100 go one time. 1,000, 1,100. 1,000 looking 11,000.
That was quick. They're gonna watch them open up Andromeda at 1,000.
Right here, 1,000 here,
not even worth that. You're saying
1,100 go one time. 1,000, 1,100. 1,000 looking 11.
Xenon price in 2017 was
1,100 go one time. What do you say? What do I do? What's gonna be? 1,000 1,100.
So yeah,
on the Stingray machine right here, 1,000 here, 1,100. 1,000 11. 1,100 go one time. What do you say? What do I want to do? What's it gonna be?
What do you want to do? What is it gonna be?
About 10 and a half. 1,000 here, 1050. 1050 go one time. 1,000 here, 1050. 1050 go one time. 1,000 here, 1050. 1050. 1050 to go one time. 1,000 here, 1050.
About that years ago, if you want cheaper prices. Yeah. Well, now you're making me second guess myself here.
I got 1,050 online. 1,050 here, 1,100. 1,100 go one time. You want in?
Now, who's he asking you want in?
1,100 here, 11 and a half. 11 here, 11 and a half. I got the floor at 11. 11 here, 1150. 1150 go one time. 11 here, 11 and a half. 1150. 1150. 1,100 here, 11 and a half. 1150 here, 12. 12 looks one time. 11 and a half here, look at 1,200. 11 and a half here, look at 12.
After this one, how many left before we get to Andromeda?
11 and a half here, look at 12. 12 and all bid. 12 looks one time. 11 and a half here, look at 1,200.
Firepower, then Andromeda.
Right here, 11 and a half here, look at 1,200. 1,200.
And then way down here.
All through.
But I'll be dropping off after Star Wars. I want to see what this
1,200, 1,200, 12 and a half. 12 and a half here, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 1250. 12 and a here,
12 and a half, 1250.
12 to go one time, 12 to 12 and a half. Internet,
love
you're
the
out.
Stingray,
12
really.
12 and a half. 12 here, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 1250. 12 to go one time, 12 to 12 and a half.
Gameplay is okay.
12 and a half. 1250 here, 13. 12 and a half here, look at 1,300. 1,300 to go one time. 12 and a half here, look at 1,300.
Knows his
1,300. 1,300 to go one time. Anybody else all done all through? Floor, you're out. 12 and a half here, look at 1,300. 1,300. 1,300 to go one time.
Good condition too. The guy said it was in good condition.
All done all through. 12 and a half going once.
Going twice.
Here, going twice.
That good bid. 12 and a half.
All done all through. 1,300.
Sold.
Pay $1,250. 5290. 5290. Great job.
How's his firepower? So I wish
all
I had.
Next up, we got
lot
number 232. This is a 1980
exactly
Williams Firepower pinball machine right here. This Firepower is an awesome. This is one of the early. I'm going to say one of the earliest
Firepower
or multi-ball. I think it was multi-ball. First multi-ball. I'll be corrected online.
Oh, this guy's saying first multi-ball. That's an important piece of information, whether the game is multi-ball or not.
One of the first multi-ball games. Williams right here on the Firepower. Boy, they made a lot of these too. It's a great machine. First playfield animation and lane switching. What?
Lane switching, playfield animation?
I was told there's no audio
Stingray
on the website, James.
No, we have audio.
That?
I have audio. You guys can hear this guy, I think. So Stingray 600 back in the day. Now,
somebody.
Here, I'll show you the Star Wars
claim we had,
coming up pretty soon.
Okay.
Coming up right after Andromeda. So it's the Data East, 1992. What a beauty. There it is right there. Now they're going to fix their audio or something. That's the Star Wars. We were all saying, giving over-unders on what this thing's going to go for. We'll see what's Supple Wrist. What do you think that one's going for, that Star Wars? I said, I think I said
this Firepower
4,600 or something like that. My one buddy said 7,500. There's no way it's going for 7,500.
Obviously been clear coated. It's not, yeah. It's like a high gloss clear coat. So it's actually really nice. And the in-lane transitions to the flippers are really nice too. So that's important for this game, to have smooth transition for the shots. All right, here we go. What do you guys want to do on the firepower right here? Put me $1,000 opening bid. $1,000 bucks, 1,000 here, 1,100.
What are they going to open up Andromeda?
One time, 1,000, 1,100.
Open up at 1,000.
1,100 go one time,
I'm not paying 1,000 for Andromeda if you think it's
11 here, 1,200.
You know,
11 here, look at 12. 12 looks one time on the
yeah,
firepower.
what did you say?
Right here,
1,200 was the max or something value?
12 to 13.
Or whatever we said.
15. I got 12 on the floor.
And back in 2017, it was a lot.
13, 13
a lot
12 to 1,300.
3-ball
multi
only
James.
on
13. I got 13 on net. 13, like a 14.
It only has the 3-ball multi, but yeah, I don't care. 3-ball multiplayer, any multiplayer is good.
1,400 on the floor.
Sometimes,
14, 15.
You know, sometimes you get too many balls out there, it stinks anyway.
15 here, 16.
Too many multi-balls.
The floor is out. 15 here, 1,600. 15 here, 16. 1,600.
This is kind of like a classic then, it seems like.
16 here, 17. 16 here, 17. 1,700 go one time. 16 here, 1,700. 16 here, 17. 1,700. 17 18. I need 18 to play. At 17, 18, 17, 18, 1,800 to go one time, 17, 1,800, 17, 18, 1,800 to go one time, 1,800 on the floor.
Here we go with Andromeda coming up after this.
1,900 to play, 18 on the floor, look at 1,900, 18 on the floor, look at 19, 1,900 to go one time, internet, you're out, 18 to 1,900, 18 to 19.
I like firepower, says Sean, and that Star Wars version is cool.
One time.
Anybody else fetches a premium because of the name. Yeah, of course it does.
2,000, 1,900, $2,000 go one time,
Sean
1,900, 1,900, 2,000, 2,000 on the floor. Thank you. 2,000 here, 2,100. 2,000 here, 21, 21, 2,100. 2,100 to go one time. 2021 on the firepower. 1980. Williams right here.
Now, what I wonder, Supple Wrist, is there's no live people here. Would this be worse if it was live too, but the price would be more? Are we better off because it's only online? Or am I not better off?
2,200. 21 here, 2,200. 21 here,
maybe if it was live as well, it'd be you'd be better off.
Here, look at 23. 23 here, look at 23. 2,300. 2,300 to go one time. 22 here, 2,300. 2,300, 2,300 to go one time, 22 here, 2,300.
People like firepower, I guess.
Anybody else all done all through? 2,200 once,
3,500 going twice for Star Wars.
Third final call done all through, 22 here, 2,300.
All right.
Sold your way.
Well, Star Trek went for 3,400. Supple Wrist.
102. Great job. Way to hang in.
Here we go. See what they open up Andromeda.
Oh, that's why you're all jumping up and down right here. We have this really rare, this is a game plan Andromeda, the Andromeda pinball machine.
He said it was rare already.
Had one here before.
500 units only.
Really cool.
That's why it's going to go for so much.
Can't go over all the rules, but you can watch the gameplay right now as Grant will show it. But Sean has no luck with the outlanes there. Very, very cool looking. Great artwork on the Andromeda. If you collect rare pinball machines, this one, I don't know if you'll see one again. I don't know all the backstory.
He's saying you'll never see one again.
85 game plan. That's all you need to know. What do you guys want to do in this one here? Playfield is super nice. All the drops work, flippers work. Everything's cool on that. What do you guys say? What do I want to do on this one here? Put me $1,000 opening bid. $1,000 to go one time. Out of 1,000. 1,000 here, 1,100. 1,000 looking 11. 1,100 go one time. Out of 1,000 on the floor. 1,000 here, 1,100. 1,000 looking 11. 1,100 go one time. 1,000, 1,100. 1,000 looking 11. 1,100 go one time.
Yeah, I've been outbid already.
12. 12, 13. 12 to 13. 1,300 go one time. 13 to go 14. I have 13 on the floor.
I don't think I can do 1,200.
13 on the floor.
Unless
14,
it'd be the last.
1,400 go one time. 13, 1,400. 13 to go 14. 1,400 go one time. 13, 1,400. 13 to go 14. I'm watching. 13 to go 14.
12. Already up to 13. 13, see?
14. 14.
I told
15,
you that.
15 here. 16. 1,600 to play.
14.
1,600. 17.
It's not even worth it.
Look at 17. 16 on the floor. Look at 17.
Because Supple Wrist, you said this thing wasn't even that.
16 here, 17, 1,700 to go one time, 16, 1,700.
They're bouncing it all because this thing's so rare. That's why.
18,
that's why I liked it. I knew it was rare, but I didn't know it was that rare. 500 units only.
2,000. I got 2,000 on the floor. Look at 2,100. 2,000.
Unbelievable.
2,100. 2,000 here. 21. 2,100. 2,100 to go one time. 2,021. Hot 21 here. Look at 22. 22 wow. Here, 23.
I would have gone up to 1,200 only on this Andromeda.
22 here, look at 23, 23, 2,300. 2,300
this
to go one time.
Already, it's because of its rareness. It's because of it's only 500.
2,300, 2,300, 2,300 to go one time. Anybody else all done all through? 2,200 going once.
2,300.
2,200 going twice on the Andromeda.
That's ridiculous.
Are you in? About Andromeda? Oh, we got some competition going. Not 22 here, 23.
What is he saying?
Need 2,300 to play.
23 on Andromeda? Supple wrist. Come on.
In or out? Because we've been going for a while here. How many? There are 500 of these made.
500.
I got 22. I need 23.
The artwork is great on this.
Because we're playing.
At least I was right. There's
so now I got 23. I need 24 to play.
Unbelievable.
24 here, 25. 24 here, look at 25. Need 2,500.
I got to text Ralph to tell him Andromeda's going for 2,400.
24 here, 25, 25, 2,500. Internet, you're out. I got 24 here, look at 2,500. 24 here, look at 25, 25, 2,500. 2,500 to go one time. 24 here, 25. 24 here, 25, 25, 25, 2,500. 2,500 to go one time. 24 here, 2,500. 2,500 to go one time.
2,500. Is he going to get 2,500? No, he's going to get 24.
2,400 going twice. Third and final call done all through 2,500. Sold it your way, $2,400 buyer 108. 108.
All right, here we go.
Good job. He'll be happy. You did a good job there. Right on. All right, next
going
up
up to 1,200 on that. That was it. After hearing that supple wrist
said. All right, next up, lot number 234.
Said it was
234.
$1,500 value.
Star Wars pinball machine right here.
All right, here's the big dog.
Very often. What we were saying about this, it plays great. It's all there. It plays. The sides of the cabinet art, they just look weathered. Yeah, the cabinet's just. The play feels good. The cabinet art it's all there, but it's flaky. It just looks flaky.
Ooh,
or grainy or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, you can see it kind of in the pictures. It's pretty.
Wow.
What's that?
He was saying the smart work issues or something.
Oh, and I got an update on the Star Wars. It has the latest Stern software installed in it. I was not aware of that.
The latest Stern software.
The Stern software. I'm not quite sure how I follow that with the Star Wars Data East.
What does that even mean?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Like, huh?
Supple wrist?
I'm not quite sure about the Stern software. I couldn't tell you about it. So somebody's chatting.
Somebody's checking what?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm reading it too. Sternbot Data East, they released software a bit ago. And I'm not quite sure when, so I'll go with that because it's coming in from somebody.
Are you guys hearing this guy?
Okay.
What the hell is he talking about?
We got the Star Wars Data East. If you can do your research on that, then people probably already know if they released software a bit ago. I mean, it plays great. The cabinet on the outside's a little bit, but you don't play the cabinet. So here we go. All right, here we go. I'm up to 2,000.
So it must be damaged on the outside a little.
21, 2,100. 2,100 go on time. 21 here, 22. 22, look at 23. 23. 23 here, look at 24. 23 here, look at 24. 2,400 to go one time.
Nobody's been 23.
23 here, 24, 24, 2,400. 2,400 to go one time. 23 here, 24, look at 25. 25 here, 26. 25 here, look at 26.
I would bid. I'm bidding 25.
2,600 to go one time. 25 here, 2,600.
Yeah, this thing's going. This thing's going.
2,600. 26 here, 27. 2,700 to go one time. 26 here, 2,700.
No point in even
26
bidding.
Here, 27, 27.
Till it's going to get up to the roof.
27 here, look at 28, 28, 2,800. 2,800 to go one time. 27 here, 2,800. 2,800. 2,800 to go one time. 27 here, 2,800. 28 to go. 28 here, 29.
It can't go for less than 3,000. There's no way.
Here, look at 3,000. $3,000 go one time. 29 here, look at 3,000. 29 here, look at $3,000 go one time. 29 here, look at 3,000. $3,000 bids. 3,000 to go one time. 29 here, look at 3,000. Anybody else all done? 3,000 here, 31. 3,000 here, 31. 31, 3,100. 3,100 to go one time. 3,000, 31. 3,000 here, 31, 31, 31. 31 here, 32. 31 here, 32,
close.
32, 32.
Supple wrist at a little over 3,500.
3,200. 3,200 to go one time. 31 here, 3,200. Anybody else all done all through? 3,100 going once. 32 here, 33.
Okay, 32 they got up to.
3,300.
It's tuned up to the software. To balance the scoring.
33 here, 34.
Okay. They didn't know what they were talking about.
3,400.
33.
34, 35, 34 here, 35, 35, 3,500, 3,500 to go one time, 34 here, 3,500, 3,500, 35 to go. Anybody else all done all through? 3,400 going once, 3,400, 35, 36, 35 here,
35.
3,600, 35 here, 36, 36, 3,600, 3,600 to go one time, 35 here, 3,600, 35 here, 36,
36. Here we go.
37, 36 here, 37, 37, 3,700, 3,700 to go one time, 36 here, 3,700, 3,700, 37 to go. Anybody else? All done all through, 3,600 once, 3,600 going twice, third and final call, done all through, 37, need 3,700 to play. Anybody else all done all through?
That's
Sold
not
it your way,
bad.
$3,600.
3,600 for
5,396.
that wasn't bad.
5,396.
All right, boys and girls. That's it for me. I'm gonna check back in on
Fantastic.
this the Royal Flush one, but that's it. I'm gonna do that later. That's down the line. There's nothing else that interests me here. I'm gonna wait till they do arcades after if you guys are interested, but I'm gonna wait till this one here and get out of here. But I'm ending it now, guys. I thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it, my friends. Next time you guys buy and bid on these things. Thanks, Supple Wrist, man. It was helpful. Thank you.